Alright, so today we're installing the Flyin Miata turbo kit on the NA. Currently we have the intake header exhaust from Racing Beat, but I think it's time for a little change. In 3 weeks we're going to be in Laguna Seca for the Miata reunion inside the Flyin Miata booth. So Flyin Miata and I worked up a kit. This is the Carb legal 50 state turbo kit for the NA. Now it should take the 1.8 to around 150 horsepower with an ECU injector upgrade and maybe fuel pump. You could boost that up to maybe 230 to 250, which is insane on this same kit. So the kit comes with everything you could possibly need. It comes with the intercooler, the exhaust up there, the exhaust manifold and exhaust outlet, miscellaneous hoses, it looks like the shielding for the intake and for the turbine itself. The hoses for the intercooler, they're actually silicone instead of aluminum, which is nice. The snail itself, it's a Garrett unit. The filter, and of course, the instruction manual. So this is probably going to take me, I don't know, 4 to 8 hours to do because I need to do other things on the car too. So I'm going to be doing other things while installing the turbo, and that's just kind of how I work because there's always something to do on the car. Cleaning, there's gasket changes, there's corroded bolts and stuff like that that I usually deal with. On this side, you'll see that they also sent the cannon brace. Now, I like this unit better than the Racing Beat unit I have because this is actually looks like a half inch, a quarter-inch aluminum unit. The Racing Beat one is stamped steel, if I remember correctly. And I don't know if it makes a difference, but I like this one better. It looks good. The only problem is it's wrinkled black right now, so I'm gonna strip that and polish it because I'm a ricer and I like bling. So check this out. This is the cover for the turbo. Look how nice that is. Look at that, the detail, man. I like that. I love the little touches, you know, like these guys have nothing but good quality parts. And here's another shot of the turbo and all the other goodies. So, like I said, this is gonna take a few hours, but it'll be worth it. After the install, I might swap out, well, not swap out, but this heat shielding right here from Ptp, it doesn't come with a kit. I bought that separately, but I forgot that it already comes with that heat shielding. So I don't think it's a big deal. We'll just double it up and call it a day. So the manifolds, we got ceramic coated. The inside's coated with copper, and that's more for rust prevention. It comes black, and I already know these things are cast iron, so I'm not sure if they will rust in the future, but better safe than sorry. And I like the titanium look better. On this side, we got our oil drain goodies. And everything's in nice baggies, so you don't lose your stuff, I guess. This is the water supply items that you see here. Just silicone hoses. Over here is your recirculation valve from Turbo Smart. So this isn't vent to atmosphere because I think that's not carb legal, but that's all good. This is the turbo oil feed line and goodies. Come on, focus. It's not that far. There we go. Stainless steel line. So over here is your tap, and I think this is tap and drill set for the oil pan. The filter over here. I'm not sure if this is a K&N or not, but it looks like a K&N. Over here we have the Voodoo Box. This is basically the fuel controller with miscellaneous hoses, new EGR pipe, as you can see. This is cool because I actually needed a new one. Mine's kind of beat up. The intercooler, this thing is pretty beefy. I think it has a 15-inch core, and it might be like 22 inches from tip to tip, I'm not sure. 2.5-inch inlet, I think it's 3.5-inch thick. Good stuff. I know the guy who actually produces this for FM, so really good quality stuff. Over here is our Ptp Turbo Blanket. Not necessary. I totally forgot that the kit comes with its own heat shielding, but it's fine. We'll just double it up. This is the turbo gauge. This is the boost gauge, straight from Flyin Miata, their own brand. Pretty awesome, huh? And the gauge pod over there for 2 gauges, because 2 is better than 1. The exhaust manifold, or not exhaust manifold, the exhaust downpipe over there, and they kind of slip onto each other, so you could adjust the length just slightly, because not every car is the same, right? All right, so the last thing, the turbo itself, it's a Garrett unit, and pretty well built, actually. I love Garrett stuff. Can't go wrong with them. Looks like they've ground this down in some fashion. I'm not sure what that's all about, but it must be from the factory guys. More fittings over here, actuator, and of course the enclosed instructions, which I'm gonna read right now.